I don't think people understand beer like this. Stop pretending you know hops. Let Shagdog school you.
I know
Stop
hops.
pretending you know hops. Let Jammer school you.
I know hops.
Welcome to Drinkin' and Thinkin'. Two friends on the same bar stool. Too many pints piled on the table. Zero filter. We taste, we roast, we rate. Spit, swallow, and drop hot takes you'll actually want to sip on. Expect epic banter, sharp reviews, a few surprises down the hatch. Hit subscribe, grab a brew. Get ready to drink smarter and laugh louder.
Keep on sipping on. Hey, I'm Jammer.
And I'm Shagdog.
Spit a swallow beer reviews, drinking and thinking.
That's right, Jammer.
Yeah.
Drinking and thinking. All right.
Yeah. Good vibes begin. All right. Hey, Shagdog, I'm drinking double cannon, double IPA. It's 9.5% ABV.
And I'm doing Black and Tan by Yingling. I did a review on it a few
Yeah.
minutes ago, so I figured I'd drink another one.
Yeah. Well, I did this review, 2 weeks ago?
About a couple of days ago. I don't know how long ago was it? Was it about a week ago? Yeah.
Well, we skipped a week.
I don't think we skipped. I think you did an extra review the day after we did a review. I can't remember.
No, I don't know. Anyway, so topics of conversation, Shagdog, what you got?
I got nada. I do have.
Is it a lot of nada?
I got one little bit of input I just got while I was grabbing my beer. Is one of the trucking companies that delivers groceries.
Yeah.
I forget what company it
Kroger?
is. No, it's not the grocery company itself. It's a trucking company. It does trucking for independent company. It does it for Fleet, I think, or one of them. But they said they're not going to be going into New York because I guess he wants to raise toll prices, a whole bunch of shit. So they're like, well, we're not coming to New York then. Mm-hmm. So,
well, if you made $1.5 million a year and you lived in New York, you would actually only make, after taxes and city taxes and state taxes and IRS taxes, everything, all that, you would only make $748,000, which is less than half of what you earned. On top of that, he wants to add another 2% on top of that in taxes.
It's $1,500,000, so $1.5 million.
Yeah, $1.5 million.
Yeah.
So and you'd make 748 or whatever like that, which is less than half of the $1.5 million, $1,500,000. And then he wants to add another 2% in taxes on top of that. See, this is the problem. You promise everybody everything for free. You can't deliver that. Nothing's for free. Everything costs some kind of form of to barter with, whether it's energy, material, you name it.
Right, and these people need to watch some history shows about like how Fidel Castro took over Cuba.
Exactly.
Probably most likely Lenin and them. They tell the farmers or the whoever, hey, these people are ripping you off, and we, pretty much the poor people, we got to go after these people.
Convincing them to tax everything and get everything for free, and then whenever they finally support that person, get them in power and everything, guess what they do? They turn around and kill all those people off because we don't need any more people that are rebellious.
Yeah.
Let's kill them off.
Right.
And we're going to take everything for ourselves.
Right.
And there's always, see, you can study history and you can study politics, but here's the one common denominator in all that: human behavior, human psychology, human behavior. Human behavior dictates that all the time. Doesn't matter what happens. human behavior says there's somebody who's going to say, you know what, I'm responsible for divvying all this out to the people. I deserve a little bit more because this is a big responsibility. I got access to all this. I deserve to have some of the finer things. You know what? I work hard.
Right.
I deserve this. Who can handle this responsibility like I have?
And it doesn't even go there. It goes all the way down to the middle, man. I know people that make the same amount of money as where I work, and I've actually heard something. I should steal this. They owe me. You know, stuff like that. Like,
yeah, well, they screwed me out. You know, they didn't pay me for that 30 minutes overtime that I worked the other day. Right. Guess what? I'm going to get my overtime out of them.
Oh, they only give me a 10-cent raise.
Yeah, 10 cents fucking raise. Guess what? I'm getting some free lunch meat and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be doing it for free lunch meat. I'd be getting me some steaks, man.
Right. I don't think there's cameras in the coolers.
Now you just gave away the perfect spot to steal it.
There might be. I don't know. I don't see any big ones, but you know.
The thing is that none of that matters. You know, the fact that matters is human behavior. Human behavior dictates there's always going to be somebody that's going to be in charge of stuff, and they're going to want to say, you know what, I'm in charge of it all. You know, and if somebody gives me some lip, I'm going to just go ahead and get rid of them.
Right. And speaking of that, Jammer, stealing cold meat from the cooler means you're going to probably have to put it down your pants. Now, is your family going to be upset once they find out they ate meat that was down your pants later on?
Probably not if you washed it and you have to cook it, so it's killing anything. So
that's true. Yeah, but still. Yeah.
I just to me it makes no sense. How can you buy into that? Trump right now, what he needs to do is push for the schools to be teaching about socialism and communism and Marxism and all that stuff, and show how it's constantly failed. It's constantly failed, and it's due to the fact that people are people, the human behavior of people. Castro, he knew exactly what he was doing. He may have been noble in the beginning and really meant it, that he was going to do something and change it for the better. But once he got up there and he said, you know what, I sacrificed. I went into war. I fought. I did all this stuff. My friends died. Guess what? I deserve to be treated a little better.
Yeah.
I'm the one who did it.
And they always get the poor, you know, it's the poor against the rich. Yeah, the rich people are the ones ripping you off. And guess what? They're the same as the rich people, the ones that are telling you this bullshit.
And here's the thing. Donnie wants to put 2% more, making it 52% tax increase, right? 52% taxes on people. These rich people, they're going to find some tax loopholes, and they're not going to have to pay it.
Right.
What's going to happen is that the poor people or the middle class people who are making just the amount that can't invest in certain things to be able to get those tax loopholes,
right?
You know, to be able to take advantage of them, are ending up paying it.
Yep.
That's what's going to happen. And when the middle class finally gets fed up with it and fights back, that's when things change. The middle class has the power. It's not the rich and it's not the freaking poor. It's the middle class that's always rose up and taken over and changed things for the better or for the worse.
Yeah, I mean, not all poor people, but a lot of poor people like to take advantage of handouts and...
Let me tell you, there's been a big part of that right now, Shagdog. There's people out there that have taken advantage of it for over 20 years, getting government assistance, government housing, government everything. And they've given up all their self-respect and dignity that used to be instilled in Americans. You know, you would never take a handout if you were American. You know, there was a hard time for people to accept any kind of help.
Yeah, even during the Depression, you know, people were embarrassed to go to a soup line or a bread line, you know.
Yeah. Not now. Yeah. Let's live off the dole. Let's go.
I mean, if there's a good soup line or bread line out there, I'll gladly go get some free soup.
Let's go ahead and give up all self-respect and say I don't know who the daddy is. Mm-hmm. You know, let the world know that I'm a whore. You know, whoring around.
6 kids and 5.
See, here's the thing: 20 years from now, when you're dead, or 30 years from now, when you're dead, and people don't remember who you were as a person, they're gonna look on there and say, "Man, this girl was a real whore. She was a real freaking slut. She had 5 baby daddies, and she doesn't know who impregnated her."
Yeah.
Five babies and don't even know who the father was for any of them. Yeah. You know, and what is that? That's a legacy of shame, basically. You know, whether it's true or not. You know,
A legacy
those
of
people,
what? Shame.
huh? Shame,
Like,
yeah.
uh,
SHAME.
yeah, I mean, I feel bad that a girl that I raised, she's got 4 babies from 3 different daddies. Yeah. She's not on welfare, but still, I mean, that's not good. And one of her kids, she doesn't even know. I don't think, because she left. Well, she left the baby with the guy and took her oldest baby from that was with a different guy. I went to go to the granddaddy's funeral, but met up with some other guy. So when she came home, I think the dude knew about it. He went let her back in and called child whatever welfare up or whatever, child abandonment. Yeah. Got her charged with that because she was gone for like 2 weeks or some shit. And he couldn't get a hold of her or anything. Yeah, so.
Well, you know, that to me, it's a shame. That stuff right there is just pathetic.
I thought I raised. Well, actually, if her mother let me raise her better, I think she would have been a little bit better.
I believe, Shagdog, that you would have been a much better father than most of them out there.
Yeah. You know what? Their mother prevented me from fathering. I mean, I wasn't their father, but I was there to give them some fatherly lessons or fatherly advice. And you can't say that to her. You can't do that. I was like,
yeah, it's my kid.
Wow.
Yeah, look, my kid. You don't tell my kid that. My kid. I this is how I want to raise that. Okay, well, you raise her just to be like yourself. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. What the hell did I say at work today? Something about that. Anyhow.
My opinion of it is, people need to start relying on their own 2 hands and their own will to survive and their own people, not the government.
Right, and your family, you got to listen to your family's advice, the older ones. You know, they know, they've been through it. You know, they're not always right, of course, but
you take it and you put it in the back of your mind and you reflect upon it when you need to.
Right, Dad, Mom, okay, Uncle Bob, Aunt, whatever. Yeah, what do you think about this? Oh, yeah. If you get like 10 different things and your like common denominator leads to one thing, you know.
Yeah, I think that you're absolutely right on that, Shagdog, because you need to be able to see. Here's the thing: I was watching this show. It's called A Place Called Home, and it's an Australian show, and it's about this legacy of this rich family throughout the years of the 1930s, 40s, 50s, 60s, you know, that kind of thing. Anyway, I was talking to my wife. I said, you know why they have wealth? Why these rich people have wealth and everything? It's not because they stole everything, which to a degree it is. They stole everything from the poor, or they got it off the poor people's backs and all that stuff, and they took advantage of the situation and made it for their own selves. Nothing wrong with that to a degree. You know, they were smart. They took advantage and everything. What gave them true wealth was the fact that they had this house. It's called Ash Park, right? House, big house, gigantic, like mansion style house. It's that they were thinking, okay, well, you know, whenever I retire and everything, I'm going to leave the house to my son. My son is going to leave it to his son. His son is going to leave it to his son, and everything like that. And the matriarch, the grandmother, right now is in control of the house. She's going to leave it to his son, her son, and so forth. You know, so it's not that they stole everything; they kept everything. They kept it in the family. They got so many acreages of land, and they're working the land, and they're producing wool and from the sheep and all that stuff. They are working the land and everything, but not only that, but okay, I'm taking an allowance from it, and now I'm giving it to my son. they're passing it on to the next generation.
So what happened to their siblings? They just build houses around the property, but the
Well,
oldest son,
they can live there, and they get an allowance, and they go off and they can make their own careers and make their own money too on top of the allowance they get, and they can stay at.
The oldest sibling gets the inheritance from the father. I mean, which is the biblical way.
Yeah, that's how they do it. Yeah. And they have this apartment in Sydney that they go to, and so they have all this stuff. That they go to the big city, they stay at the apartment.
Yeah, it's like the family. The girl lady I dated, her grandparents owned the dairy farm there, and then all the family still lives around that whole pasture.
Exactly.
They all got their houses. It's just a pasture now. They got cows. They sell the cows. They don't milk cows or anything anymore, but. That's what they and they all have jobs and stuff too. Plus they're making money off the cows. I mean, I think the parents own that, but it's going to all the kids when the parents dies. And
the whole idea is you make so much throughout your life and you pass it on to the next generation. That's generational wealth. Right. It accumulates and if it's done wisely and with thoughtfulness, in the sense that I have the responsibility of this and I need to make sure that I take good care of it, so it can be passed on to the next generation. Doing that causes one generation to be this high, and then the next generation to be this high, and the next generation to be this high, and so forth. They're climbing higher and higher up the ladder.
You got to really figure out the worst part of that generational wealth stuff is when the granddaddy or whoever
says fuck it and spends it all.
No.
Hookers and cocaine.
That's it. But when he's at his dying age and he's going through radiation treatments and this and that and this, and they're taking the healthcare system is stealing all of his wealth because he's.
Well, that's the thing. They put it in a trust, and then
that's why. Yeah, you got to put it in a trust, because if you got like other things, bank accounts, savings accounts, whatever, they're going to be taking your money. There goes all the whole family wealth right there.
But that's the thing. I mean, if you want to have wealth in this world and you want to complain and everything, no, you have to build some foundation that you can pass on to the next generation and so forth. Yep. And most families, most poor families, most middle income families don't have that. They don't have things that have been passed on.
Will you adopt me?
Oh, sure, why not? You are younger than me, so. I couldn't see adopting you as a, if you were older than me.
That's true, yeah. That'd be weird. Not adopting somebody that's 1 year younger.
I'm going to get you one of those 1800s little boy outfits with the hat and the shorts and make you wear it. Kind of like, what's his name from AC/DC, you know?
Oh, Angus Young or whatever.
Yeah, Angus.
Like a schoolboy or whatever.
Yeah, schoolboy outfit. Oh, shit. Yeah. Generational wealth. And that's the thing, and the whole thing with New York and all that stuff. These people are not going to put up with it. They're not going to. Some of these people are not going to put up with it. They're going to leave. They're either going to leave or they're going to live elsewhere. Maybe come to the city to work, but that's all they're going to do. And then, unfortunately, the people who live there, they're going to suffer more now.
I mean, I've been trying to tell my brother. I don't think he's really looking into it, but I was like, tell him, hey, tell your son. His son's 19 now, just graduated high school this past year. The daughter's a senior now. Hey, start telling about this. Start telling about that. They start investing now when they're 19, 18.
Yeah.
By the time they're 50, 55, they can probably retire,
Oh, yeah. They probably could do it sooner if they invest wisely as they're going. Yeah. S&P 500, if you invest in a fund that mirrors that or directly into that fund, you're going to make anywhere between 10 and 20% on your money every year.
Yeah. It'll be a couple years where you lose 5, 10, but most of the time you're going to be getting a 10 to 20%.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're looking at it, it's been going up all the time. It gets its dips, but it keeps going up.
So if you invest wisely and put money into that, and you're not going to make it in a checking or savings account. You're lucky if you make what 3% at the most.
Yeah, the only way you'd make money in a savings account is if you happen to have $3 million put in a savings account and you're getting the interest. Say it's a high interest savings account.
Yeah.
You're getting your 3.5%, whatever it is. You make a little bit, but you're not going to make as much as you would invest in it. Yeah. Now you're not going to lose anything unless the bank collapses, you know.
And you know, Dave Ramsey, he'll talk about it. He'll say, "Oh, you talk about your credit score and everything. Oh, I got an 800 credit score. Well, ain't you an idiot because you got so much credit that you got an 800%. You know what? I don't have any credit score. I'm independently wealthy. I pay for this cash, pay for that cash. Well, yeah, if you pay for everything cash and you don't use any credit, you're not going to have a credit score." And that maybe that is the wise way in that sense. But in reality, for most folks, they have to use credit.
Yeah, and he did. I heard him one night say on his radio show where you kind of have it, though, because you go to rent an apartment. They want to do a credit check on you.
I can buy the whole apartment complex, but I can't get to rent it. You know.
Right. He's got enough money to buy the whole complex, but can't rent a condo or a townhome or whatever else it is.
I think it's wise to try to stay within your means and to pay cash for everything that you possibly can, you know.
Yeah.
And pay outright and be done with it.
I think it's good to get credit and to pay it off every month if you could do that. I mean, don't use it unless you can pay it off every month. You know, if you're buying, you know, $100 thing here, pay it off.
Yeah.
It's just to build your credit up, basically.
And the whole credit score thing, that's a ripoff because, you know, I have really good credit and then I make payments and everything like that. It won't go up, but as soon as I pay things off, it goes down for some reason. It goes down. It's like, what the hell? I pay everything off, it goes down. But if I put some charges on, it goes up. Yeah. What is that telling you?
Yeah, it tells you also, and Dave Ramsey don't talk about this, you could actually, if you're in debt, you could really do bankruptcy. It's embarrassing. It's all this, and it's going to be on your record for 10 years. But guess what? About 6 months after you do it, you're going to be getting credit card offers.
Yeah.
Get one credit card and start building your credit be right back up within a year or two.
Let me tell you this right now. If you're getting ready to retire, your best thing to do right now is to try to pay off the house as quick as you can. You know, pay off the house if you can. Go out and buy you a good car, pay it down and all that stuff. Pay it all the way down as you possibly can. Do all these different things and charge as much as you want. Get all the credit cards you want. Charge as much as you can on everything like that. Declare bankruptcy about 5-10 years before you retire. Right? Yeah. Because like you said, 7 to 10 years, it's going to be on your record. By the time you retire, you'll have, because you can keep your car and you can keep your house. Everything else is...
Yeah, if you do a chapter 11, you keep the house. Yeah. If you do a chapter 7, you give up everything, basically. Yeah. I think it's 7, right? I can't remember.
But yeah, you can keep your house and car because you got to go to work and you got to be able to pay a place to live. So you give up everything else, pay them off as you go. By the time you're getting ready to retire, you wipe all your debt out.
Yeah.
And maybe you only have a little bit on the car, a little bit on the house to pay off. By the time you retire, you'll be debt free.
Yeah. Yeah, and your credit will be building right back up. So
yeah, I mean, exactly.
I mean, the thing's going to be on your record for a few years, but you know what? I went to get my car.
And here's the thing.
I got low interest on my car because that was only a couple years after I did my bankruptcy, but my credit was all right by then. And plus, I put a big enough down payment. I got a low interest on my car, you know, so it's like.
Here's the thing, too. You can keep one credit card that you haven't charged anything on. Or if you charged a little bit on, and you can declare bankruptcy on the other 3 cards you have, everything else that you owe, and keep the car, keep the house, keep that one credit card. Guess what?
Yeah. You
got the credit.
But I would highly recommend don't do bankruptcy because it's kind of stressful going through that whole process.
I would say that too, but, you know, what I used to say before, you know, being that the years ago when these doctors and lawyers. They would go to school, get highly in the debt in the 80s and everything, go to school and everything, get their education, go get their career, go into debt, declare bankruptcy, wipe out all their student loans, all that stuff. Now you can't do that. Student loans will follow you to the grave.
Yeah.
But you can declare bankruptcy on everything else. And you could take your credit cards in a roundabout way and pay that student debt off. And then declare bankruptcy.
Right. That's true, too.
You got to work the system.
Yeah.
Because guess what? It's working against you.
I mean, some people are even... I don't know how to do it, but I heard it. I don't know if it was on Dave Ramsey or some other show, but people are taking credit and use it. You get cash on credit or so much on
cash advance.
Yeah, and they're using that to invest it on crypto and shit like that. I'm like, what the?
Well, they'll go. That's a slippery slope there. That's if it don't pay off, then you're in debt.
Right.
Granted, I guess you could declare bankruptcy. But man,
Jim, I'm gonna go grab one more beer because I think I got time for one more. Even though it's almost my nappy time, I'll be right back.
In my opinion, yeah. Go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and talk.
Tell the people.
Tell the people. In my opinion, you don't want to declare bankruptcy. You don't want to go down that hill and all that stuff. But if you work it to your advantage, hey, more power to you. In my opinion, I don't think you should have to be stuck with student loans all the way to your grave, where they can take it out of your 401k and all that stuff. I don't think that's right. I think that's a ripoff. But then again, I think that they take advantage. They prey upon people, especially young students that don't have any parental influence or even parental influence that's not good. I mean, and they take advantage of it. Oh, we'll pay you for your housing. We'll do this and all that. So it's all student loan. You're not going to have to pay anything on it right now, and then later on. Then you get out into school and you got $50,000 in student loans. I mean, my God, how ridiculous! Back in the 1970s, people. I heard stories directly from people who went through it. They would get a summer job. And they would make enough money during that summer job, part-time, full-time summer job, make enough money to go to school for the whole entire next year. They would pay off pay for their schooling all the way through that year, and then the next summer they would be working again at that summer job, make enough money for the next year, and they would work their way through school that way. Today, you could not go to a summer job and make enough money to even pay a fraction of what you have to pay for school to go full time for a year. There's no way you'd be able to do that. I say no way. I guess it's possible still to a degree, but it'd be very difficult to be able to do it.
Ooh, that tastes really bad after drinking like England. Black Dan.
Yeah, right now I got this Trapa Canyon. I did a review on it last week or a week before. Citrus IPA, 7.25% ABV. Heavy Seas. It's not bad. I mean, none of their IPAs have been very bad.
I can't remember, but I think I did one of those Canon ones. I think it was the regular one. I know I've done a couple of stouts by them.
If you want me to save you some of these, I can save you some of these that you could take back with you. And do reviews for it.
Just drink them all yourself. I could find those.
No, you can't. I'll give you all these IPAs, these Sweetwater, and
I don't want the Sweetwater.
Yeah, and the Heavy Seas. You'll enjoy them.
Jammer, you remember that show, Abbott and Costello, Who's on First?
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if we could do that with beer. You think?
Oh, I think you could probably.
You want to try it? I'll do, I guess the guy's going to throw out the straight guy man, and you can do the fat guy. What's his name? Is that Costello or Abbott? Or is that Abbott? I don't know.
All right. Okay. I got you, Shagdog. So what's the first beer, Shagdog?
Well, Jammer, first, we got a great lineup. Let's review them in order. With beer. What's the first beer you're saying?
Yeah.
Who's on tap?
Shagdog, I said, what's the first beer?
Who's on tap?
I don't know who's on tap. That's why I'm asking.
Exactly. Jammer, I am so lost. But I'm trying to remember the show.
I thought you said you thought you could do this, man.
Yeah.
Exactly what?
You know what? Let's stop it right now because I cannot do it. I can't remember the show, Jammer.
What? Mm-hmm. It's who's on first, you know. You said who's on tap. I said, well, who's on tap? And you said, I don't know who's on tap. And you said, who's on tap? I said, what? Who's on tap?
Exactly.
The name of the beer is who?
That's right.
You're telling me the first beer's name is who?
Bingo, Jammer. Bingo.
So when I drink it, I'm drinking who?
You got it.
Okay, Shagdog. Are you drinking too?
Not yet. I'm waiting for what's in the cooler.
What's in the cooler?
Yep. That's the second beer.
What's in the cooler?
That's the second beer, yeah.
Okay. So let me get this straight. Who's on tap? What's in the cooler? What's next? I don't know. On draft?
Third beer.
You got to be kidding me.
Nope. It's a lager, Jammer. It's a lager.
All right. Who's on tap? What's in the cooler? And I don't know is on draft. What's about the one you poured earlier?
That's tomorrow's beer.
Tomorrow's beer.
Yeah, you can't drink it today.
Shagdog, by the time I figure out your beer list, I'm going to need yesterday's hangover.
Oh, that's the stout.
What? Okay. All right. Folks, this is why I drink alone.
No, Jammer. Alone's on nitro.
I'm out of here.
And it turned out as good as I hope it would, but
Who's on tap, huh?
yeah. Who's on tap?
That's crazy.
I think our Jerry Seinfeld and Costanza was better.
I think you could have done better. You're just out there today.
Well, the problem is I woke up too early last night before work. I usually wake up at 8 o'clock. I woke up at like 6, so yeah.
Yeah. Terrible. Other interesting facts going out there. So you have the whole thing with New York, which is like the downfall of America right now. I mean, when you put a socialist or communist in power, that tells you how warped the system is.
Yeah, and I heard, I forgot what the number was, but I don't know, 80, whatever hell the number is of communists or / democratic socialists ran for some sort of office, and half of them won. Mm-hmm. So out of like 70 or 80, half of them won or whatever.
I guarantee you, the New York you used to know, the New York that is one that Frank Sinatra sung about, it's gone. It's disappeared now.
I mean, it's been slowly disappearing already, but yeah, now it's really.
That's the nail in the coffin. It's gone.
I mean, I saw a video. One guy going down the street. All these Muslims are in the street doing their prayer, all on the sidewalk, like 50 of them.
Yeah.
And the guy's filming them. One guy's getting.
Well, they were showing videos of it years ago in Brooklyn, where they would be doing the stuff, and doing all that crap. I mean, don't get me wrong. It sounds very bad for us to be talking about it, but America is a Christian nation. well, it used to be. Used to be a Christian nation that was freely allowed others to worship whatever God they wanted to worship and everything, and everything.
Mostly.
They allowed all these,
depending on what part of the country you lived in.
yeah, and they would never allow all these people before to come in the country because they don't assimilate. They don't become Americans.
Right. Is there a way to become American and follow Islam?
No.
There's probably no way, because their way of religion is their religion or nothing, right?
Yeah.
They're not. They're like, okay, yes, we can get along, Christians and Jews.
No. They it's just like the Jewish community. I mean, the ones that are the extremists, they won't get along with anybody. But the ones who are moderate and everything like that, they'll get along and they'll make their way into society and everything, and they'll make money and they'll get along with everybody, and everybody will be fine.
Yeah.
And there are a few Muslim people that can do that and everything and practice their religion and not impose anything. But the extremists are going to impose everything. They're going to want Sharia law. They're going to want all this stuff like that. And we sound bad, but you know what? Our great-grandparents knew that. They wouldn't allow them into office. They wouldn't allow them to serve in any kind of capacity. And they wouldn't allow first-generation immigrants to be able to do anything in office or anything like that. You have to be like the second or third generation of that immigrant to be able to run for office.
Yeah.
Because by that time, they felt like you had become assimilated into American. And
Yeah, I don't feel any, because even a 9-year-old child that comes here as a 9-year-old child, they are heavily influenced by their parents who are the immigrants.
Yeah. And
just like that one with the one with this thing around her head from Minnesota there that you talked about. Yeah, I mean, and she married her brother.
Yeah, she lied on her application for citizenship. She shouldn't be allowed to serve office. To begin with, she shouldn't be allowed to serve office, being that she's first generation. Second, she lied on her application for citizenship, so she should be kicked out of office, kicked out of the country.
Yeah.
Hold that thought. I'm going to grab another beer. Hold on.
All right, I got the two viewers.
Hold on.
All right, yeah, that Abbott Costello thing didn't work out as good as I planned. Oh well. Next time we'll do two better. Jerry and Costanza. I gotta turn that damn music down. That's just loud. Yeah, Jerry Costanza. Yeah, that's Jerry and George's baby if they had a kid together. Jerry Costanza. I guess George is the husband. That worked out better, actually. Yeah, I even tried doing a storyline with a duel. I'm trying to look for duels that me and Jammer can do. I even looked at Tango and Cash, Sylvester Stallone and Kurt Russell, but I can do a little bit of Sylvester Stallone, but Kurt Russell I can't do at all. Yeah.
You Adrian.
Yeah, Kurt Russell, that's kind of hard to do. The only line I remember from that movie that he did, yeah, you don't know jack shit, or something like that, he tells Sylvester.
I don't know about Kurt Russell. He has had an interesting career, hasn't he?
Yeah,
he was a kid, been able to be in movies with Elvis and
Disney
a bunch
movies.
Of other people. Yeah, and you know what? He has kind of removed himself from Hollywood.
Yeah.
And you know what? You have to say, for somebody who has grown up in Hollywood, he removed himself from Hollywood. That tells you that he knows that Hollywood sucks.
Yeah. And he's still acting.
Yeah, he's still doing stuff.
Still with Goldie Hawn. Are they married? I don't think they're actually married. Are they? They've just been together all these years.
They never got married, and they just lived their
They're
lives.
like my grandmother and her fiance of like 50-some years. Yeah, never got married. Just lived in their own houses. And
Well, you think about it. I mean, as far as government, getting your Social Security and stuff like that, and different things like that, you're better off being non-married.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
unless you're the wife, unless you're the woman and you didn't work a lot, then you're screwed.
Well, that's a different story. Yeah. But if you work throughout your career and everything like that,
yeah.
I think that something's wrong where, don't give me, in the Bible it says that you work 6 days a week, seventh day for rest and all that kind of thing.
I'd rather have a 3-day rest.
Yeah, me too. When they came up with the 40-hour work week, why did they make it 5 days? Why didn't they make it 4 days?
Yeah.
4 10-hour days and 3 days off.
Yeah.
The reason I think they did that is because they knew if you had 3 days off, that gave you 3 days to contemplate, think about,
a revolt,
and decide revolt or decide that, you know what, I don't want that job. I want to do better. I want to get this job, and so you would try to get another job or try to do this.
Yeah, because really your first day off is like, wow, recovery, and the second day off is like, wow, I better get ready to go back to work tomorrow.
But for the most part, they want to keep you busy, keep shoveling shit on top of you, and keep you in the dark.
Look at your job right now, Jammer. When you get home, you can't burst your brain into thoughts or anything. Like, I mean, did you think about some great stuff we could do for this beer review today? It's kind of hard to think about stuff, if you get.
Yeah, it was only like last week when you didn't want to do anything that I was really refreshed and revitalized and everything, because I slept several days.
Yeah.
12 hours plus. And
yeah,
I was really refreshed. And I was like so ready to go. And you were like, I don't want to do any beer review. And
when you got time off and you got time to think, you could, I'm trying to think of the word.
Conquer the world.
Not like an artist, but you have time to
contemplate
and really blow your mind up, brainstorm about stuff.
Yeah. Well, it's just like me writing the books and everything like that. It's hard for me to get into a flow. I've slowed down now because I couldn't keep the pace up because I was just so exhausted. And I couldn't keep the pace.
And you've been doing a lot of beer reviews lately.
Yeah, and I just been so exhausted, and it's like, I couldn't keep it up, so I had to slow down.
That's what your wife told you.
That's what she, yeah.
Couldn't keep it up.
But that magic blue pill, no.
Or the yellow one, if you.
Or the yellow one, or both, yeah. Exactly. I mean, it's just, they don't want you to have time to really explore and contemplate and think and just enjoy life and nature and family.
Right.
They want you to stay busy and everything, because then that's why 2020 was a shakeup. That's why 2020, everybody decided, hey, you know what? We've been paying for this daycare, and we've been doing all this stuff like that, and you've been trying to stay home and our work and everything like that, and we've been paying for this daycare, but you know what? We aren't getting ahead, and we're not happy and all that stuff, and now we're here at home.
Save $800 a month without daycare.
Yeah, $800,000, $1,200 a month in daycare fees and all that stuff, and you know what? Without that, even with us not working, we're better off without having to pay that. So let's start a side job and maybe make it into a business.
We can keep the kids at home, and is it me or you?
What? You're
frozen. There we go. Yeah. I think my power's kicking out, internet's kicking out. What the hell?
But in general, I think what it's done is it made people realize it's not worth it. It's not worth us continuing this pace. I'd rather stay at home with the kids, and you know what? Why don't you go to work, honey?
Or if you could work from home and watch the kids at the same time.
Exactly.
Hey, okay, here's the movie, kid. Let me get back to work. I got to take it. Let me get the kids. So, after 30 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay, back to work.
Yeah. I mean, if you can do that kind of stuff, and you're better off.
Yeah.
And they realized I can make more money doing this, and I can live a better lifestyle and family life without having to do all this work and everything.
How many?
So they started venturing out, and opening up businesses, doing things online, and women started saying, you know what, I'd rather stay home and take care of the kids and take care of the house. That is, I'm going to tell you right now, that is a very noble, very underrated but very noble position, taking care of the kids and taking care of the house.
Raise the kids right.
And what I mean by taking care of the kids is just making sure they're okay and everything like that, making sure they have everything. Yes, the father should be participating in that too. I don't doubt that. I mean, I'm telling you, this is part of the partnership.
Mothers are better at mothering.
But as far as making a house a home, a mother is much better at that. She is much better at being a nester, and since because that's what they do.
Caretaker.
Women,
they love their children. And look at their profiles and the dating profiles. My children come first.
Yeah.
A lot of them say, well, they better make that shit happen.
And
a lot of them say that, though. I think they come first and then their children come second.
Yeah, a lot of them. But I think that the ones that are being truly truthful about it is about their kids, taking care of their kids and making a house a home.
It's hard for a single mother, though, Jammer, working from home. You got to take care of the kids, especially if they got little ones. Got to take care of them at home, and at night they got to go to their OnlyFans or whatever. And it's they barely get any sleep.
Yeah, but they're making $500,000 a month in OnlyFans.
I know.
How ridiculous is that?
I need a girl
You're making that kind of money in OnlyFans by showing your ass and stripping or whatever. I don't know. It's just odd, isn't it?
I need a woman like that because I'm gonna say, honey, we're gonna invest that money. And
either that, or you need to be able to get a good gay community following of your page because otherwise if you can make $500 a month just
if I can make $500 a month poke my ass out, I'd probably do it, Jammer. 500? Oh wait, not 500.
500,000. Because there's people actually making $500,000 a month.
I mean, $500 extra a month for doing something easy, I would do it.
Even $5,000 a month.
Yeah, but not poking my ass out for $500 a month. Yeah,
$5,000 a month, you do it.
$5,000 a month, I'd do it. Yeah, I'd show my hairy ass.
All right. You know the rules, Shagdog. You're not supposed to say anything funny when somebody's taking a sip.
I didn't think it was going to be funny until it came out. Yeah. I've seen a couple girls I used to work with, and they mentioned something
on OnlyFans.
No, not on. I haven't seen them on OnlyFans, but they mentioned something on their Facebook about they're on OnlyFans. Quit bothering me. I'm not on OnlyFans, but if you only knew, pretty much saying they're on it. So I'm tempted to say, hey, what's your OnlyFans page?
In my opinion, and everything like that, OnlyFans. What gets me is that people are willing to pay so much money for this. But I've often, I thought about it in the sense of being a con artist, in the sense of saying, okay, I'll take especially now with AI, you could probably create an AI woman to do a video, right? Yeah. AI woman do a video.
You could even do yourself to look like a woman with AI.
And say, hey, buy my soiled underwear.
Yeah.
I've at least worn it once, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you can buy panties and throw them on just to be truthful and wear them for an hour or two and then take them off.
A guy
and then mail them to those perverts out there that want to buy, and they're sniffing male genitalia, basically.
The guy I used to work with used to sell women's panties on eBay, and he'd stick them in his ass cracker and his crotch of his own self while he was working all day, get them all sweaty and stinky, and mail them to dudes. And they paid him money for it, thinking that he
was. So how much
woman.
Money did you make from this?
Not me. No, because I would have done it. I'd tell you how much I made, but I don't know how much he made. But yeah, he's an entrepreneur, that guy. He used to come to work sometimes with his back of his SUV. He had pornos. Hey, you want to buy some porn? DVD pornos. And, yeah, this is before Pornhub,
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I've thought about the whole thing, especially now that you can do AI with make an AI woman and put it out a video. Watch me. Yeah. We should start that, an AI woman on OnlyFans.
I tell you what, if those robot girls come out and they look almost real, my girl's going on OnlyFans.
Well, they already got people making videos of their sex dolls.
Oh, really? I know, but is there one on OnlyFans?
I don't know about OnlyFans, but they already have where they dress them up and they do all these little things. Granted, they look like dolls that look very real, but
yeah. But when the robot comes out, I better start investing in that right now.
You better save up so you can buy that $30,000 sex doll so you can make some money off of it.
Well, with inflation, by the time it comes out, it's probably more than that.
Yeah, there's probably going to be a subscription service.
Yeah, you have to pay per month, yeah, or she won't work. Like a real woman.
Hey, like a...
So, honey, I need to do dishes. You owe this much on your monthly subscription for washing dishes.
Can I get a kiss? No, that costs you $50.
Yeah.
Can I get a hug? That costs you $40.
I froze up. I froze up, apparently.
Oh, yeah. That's the funny thing about it,
This internet.
All that stuff, What gets me is I don't understand why people are paying so much money for this OnlyFans. I mean, you got that much disposable income that you're spending all this money on these women who are just prancing around.
Yeah, invest that money. 20, 30 years, you could use that money to really buy something.
You could buy
real.
10 women by that time.
Yeah.
You could buy 10 physical women to live with you. I mean, you look at Hugh Hefner. He bought women every day.
Yeah. I saw one girl claiming now that, something about he forced her to do stuff. I'm like, come on.
Didn't force any of those women to do anything.
No,
he didn't have to.
He's like, here, lick my sweaty ball, old wrinkly sweaty balls.
What he probably said is, hey, if you want me to promote your career and everything like that, hey, you're going to have to do a trade-off here. I'm an old, barely able to get it up kind of man, so come over here and, lick my balls, or come over here and do this.
Old wrinkly balls are hanging to my knees.
And there you go, And all those women who were around him did it willingly. I don't care. You were around Hugh Hefner. You know exactly what he was about. You know exactly everything going on. And
you were going to the Playboy Mansion to just prance around look good.
Yeah, I'm not going to the Playboy Mansion just to be someone who doesn't participate in anything. All those movie stars and everything that used to go to the Playboy Mansion and everything and hang out. Yeah. They didn't go there because they were hoping to hang out with Hugh Hefner. They were hoping to hang out with the Playmates,
right. Mm-hmm.
And do some freaky shit,
Yeah. Like they both snorted cocaine off Hugh's
dick.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a young actor who might have done that. Yeah.
Corey Feldman.
Corey Feldman definitely done it if he went there. He's like, oh yeah, Charlie made me suck his for free, so I'll definitely snort yours for coke.
Yeah. Oh, we got comments. Oh,
Oh shit, I didn't see it.
AI could change everything. Yeah, you're definitely right about that.
Jeff G.
AI is really scary game changer in the workforce. Oh, yeah, Jeff G. I haven't heard from Jeff G. in forever, man.
It was a couple months ago. I think he commented on one. Yeah, you're right. I mean, AI can make it so Corey Feldman snorting cocaine off Hugh.
Oh, God, I tell you, it's crazy. AI is something else, though, because now that makes me think, the government is always ahead at least 10 to 20 years on everything.
Right.
Which tells me that if AI is just now coming out about what it can do now, the government had that capability 10 to 20 years earlier.
Yeah.
So how many things that people thought they saw
Wasn't like
and thought was real
right? Wasn't real.
wasn't real at all?
Like for instance, Gaddafi. Being beat up and dragged around. Saddam Hussein being taken there with a rope around his neck.
9/11.
9/11. Yep.
I mean, they talk about the airplane going all the way through the building and the nose of the plane and everything being seen going all the way through the building. How is it possible that an airstrike by bird strike, hitting the plane, could put such a huge dent inside into the plane, yet a plane can go through a building and come out the other side with the cone still being pointing and everything? It doesn't make sense.
Wait, which cone are you talking about?
The cone of the plane, the point of the plane.
On the World Trade Center?
No. Yeah, 9/11.
I didn't see no cone in New York City.
I sent you a video just the other day or today or whatever of the plane and the news reports talking about how the plane went all the way through the building.
I didn't see that. I mean, when you look at the hit, it doesn't look like you see any big giant pieces come through. You see little things, flames flying.
No, wait until you see this latest video.
Oh, I gotta watch that.
Granted, who knows if that's even real?
Yeah.
But
Now the South Tower should have had more come through because it kind of hit towards the corner and at an angle. Where the other.
But
one
here's
was
the thing: an airplane is in reality, an airplane is very fragile.
Yeah.
It's very structurally sound and very strong for its structure, but if it's going to hit a building, it's very fragile.
Right.
So it's not going to have anything coming
It
at it.
did say that shit was going 500, 600 miles an hour.
Doesn't matter how fast it's going, it's very fragile.
Oh, I know. But the building, I mean, they do have steel beams, but they're gaps.
And the other thing I have to say right off the bat is when it hit the Pentagon, there should have been some debris that had at least engines and wing parts and different parts of the seats and stuff like that. Oh no, we couldn't find any of that. It's all been enveloped. Then I don't buy that. I don't buy that. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, you're saying this engine that was on this plane, but yet that engine was never on that plane in reality. You're saying this type of engine, it was never put on this airplane, this
airplane.
model airplane, and yet it's found at the site.
David said a wheel. One of the wheels they found there was not the type of wheel that goes on that plane, or something. I don't know.
So you're telling me that basically it was all stage,
I don't know, Jim. I'm not an expert.
I don't know. You start diving into these rabbit holes, boy. Let me tell you.
I mean, everything is there's something, yeah. I mean, but the small parts that they did find, did they plant those there beforehand, or I mean?
I think, well, being that they confiscated all the video footage from all the cameras from the surrounding areas and everything like that.
Yeah.
They had time to do whatever they damn well pleased,
I don't know who the hell would give up their footage. I wouldn't.
Well, when the FBI comes in there and say, "Hey, we're gonna need that footage,"
no, that camera's broken, sir. I already have the footage off it.
Well, that's if you knew better. But
I put that camera there just to scare the thieves away. It doesn't really work.
It's not a real camera.
Yeah, it's to prevent crime. All right, Jammer, I better get going. Time for bedtime for Bonzo, as Ronald Reagan would say, right?
Bedtime for Bonzo, yeah. All right. A sad day whenever you have to go.
Yeah, I might be back on tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah, let's do tomorrow, man.
I got some strong beer. I only got 3 beers left, and they're all strong, though.
We'll do some reviews tomorrow. So, all right. So we'll do some reviews tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and share. We got a comment. Oh.
You said cheers, guys.
All right. I don't know what it said because
I had it up already. Yeah.
All right.
That's
Jeff
what she
G, it's good to see you back, man. I would have thought you passed away or something. I took it to the extreme.
You never know. You never know, right?
That's the sad
we
thing.
would never know. Jeff G, give us your wife's phone number. Just in case you pass away, we could call her. Hey, we haven't seen Jeff on in a while. You know,
Is he still alive?
because you never know, really. I think there's some beer reviews out there that have died, and their family don't know nothing about their beer reviews, and they haven't been on. People are like, "Where you been? Where you been? It's been 6 years."
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, you're right.
Beer King, for instance, is he in prison?
Yeah, I don't know. That's
deported or died. There's 3 different options.
Beer King in California, there. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's an odd one. I think maybe. Oh, we got another comment. You got it?
Still licking, still ticking.
Yeah.
Not still licking. He's still ticking. Okay, my bad.
Don't put words in his mouth. Not your words.
Right.
You may be still licking, but he's just still ticking.
Yeah, I never liked that owl that licked was it a Tootsie Pop?
Tootsie Roll Pop, yeah.
And how many licks does it take? And he licked it 3 times and then bit the shit out of it. I mean, so really, we really don't know how many licks it takes still.
Well, why don't you get a Tootsie Roll Pop and we'll film it and make it a YouTube video?
I think that would take forever. It'd be boring.
How many licks?
I just don't think I can lick anything that long, you know?
Well, that's what she said.
I mean, even if you think about that with the she, the longest I've gone licking the Goody Pop.
30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe.
Oh, wow. You're a newbie.
I'm not going to be doing it for an hour.
Oh, yeah. That's the way you torture them.
My sword gets too excited.
Oh, so
I need to slay the dragon.
It's all about you.
It is about me. I slay the dragon.
No foreplay for you.
30 minutes, I think it's fair.
For your 2 minutes? Hey, I gave 30 minutes. I gave 28 minutes. You give me 2.
Right. Now, my young days, boy, I had a lot.
All right, you give me 29 and a half minutes, and I give you a half minute.
Yeah, my young days, young Sagittarian I had a lot of arrows coming.
Yep, sound effects and all.
I better get going. All right. I'll see you on the next one.
Thanks for watching. Comment and like and subscribe and share it. Tinkle that bell. I'm Jammer.
I'm Shagdog.
We are the Spit a Swallow Beer Review, my friends, and this has been a Drinking and Thinking episode. Hey, join us tomorrow. We'll be back. At least I will. I don't know about Shagdog.
I probably will.
Nah.
I won't have anybody pounding on my wall or anything. Yeah.
All right. Take care, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.
Bless me, my child.
Bye. Hey, check out Shagdog and Jammer on the Spit a Swallow Beer Review.
That's right. We'll be back on tomorrow, so stay tuned. Stay well.